because
Yeah.
Khaled could have easily been like any other DJ, but he put himself on the record. He made it. He made himself the brand and the asset, right? So when I think of you being a Khaled of R&B, or when you think of you being a Khaled of R&B, the first thing I'm thinking is you got to drop music. So it's like, what is in the cards for you in the R&B space over the next 5 years that you have planned, that you want to accomplish?
Yeah, absolutely. The first thing is dropping music. And the first record that I put out was an ode to Toni. And for our 10-year anniversary, we remade their classic Anniversary. And I want to just give a big, just for a moment, rest in peace to Dwayne Wiggins from Toni, who recently passed. We put this record out on Valentine's Day. And, you know, I got 6 artists together: Kenyon Dixon, Eric Bellinger, Kels, Dende, Jalen Josie, and Amanda Adams to collaborate on this acapella rendition of Anniversary. And I was like, you know, I want this to be my first record and like my first, you know, like
offering
in the R&B space, and I wanted to just go so left, right? Like I wanted to go like, I didn't want to just put out like a regular song.
It's funny because Alex comes to me, he says, before you do the interview, you have to watch this. So I'm like intensely like looking, and I'm like, you know, like 2 minutes in, I'm like a minute in, I'm like, they just singing. And I'm like, they sound good, but when he was like, you have to. And I'm like, now it makes sense. That's a record you're releasing.
Yeah.
See, the way I saw it, I thought it was just getting some dope singers together to celebrate 10 years of R&B only.
Yeah, no, that's on all
great
DSPs.
Example, but that makes sense. So do you think that that's the brand? Acapellas?
Oh, no, not at all. The next records that I drop are going to be more traditional records. But what I'm focused on, right, initially is solely samples, covers, and interpolations. And the reason that I'm focusing on that is because I'm a student, right? And I'm I remember when I was, you know, listening to Puff and Mace, and Puff was like, take hits from the 80s and make it sound so crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, if I already have this massive audience of millions of people that we reach every month that are fans of R&B, instead of me just saying like, okay, I'm gonna do a song with this one artist and this one artist, I'm gonna put artists together and I'm going to borrow and flip and interpolate music that you are already fans of. I have 10 years of data of seeing what music.
But it's brilliant, but I gotta push back on you a little. To me, when I think about Khaled was smart, right? Khaled usually did all his songs with someone from Florida.
Yeah.
Whether it was Ross, Trick Daddy, he went and got his own Ace Hood. So it almost became like, to me, the rest of the country, how I interpreted it as a music fan and someone in the industry was, Khaled was basically saying, this is what the fuck it is down here. And if you want to be a part of it, this is what the fuck it is. If you don't like it, then you don't want to be a part of this down here. And it makes it very easier. So I'm going to say that to you, is to say, when I think R&B only, it's like I didn't put it, like after you put it together, I got goosebumps. If I see it without that, I'm like, okay, that's fire. But the reason why I got goosebumps was because I'm like, now that is actually really dope. R&B only, take a group of R&B singers and have them a cappella a version of a song, right? So then it becomes like the R&B only version, right? So now you have people like, do this Luther Vandross R&B only version, right? Or do that. So then it becomes like these new masters. But to me, the superhero part of it, the Khaled part of it, right? You almost have to inverse what he did, right? Because Khaled came up, he was fucking with the big dogs, right?
Yeah.
That he had access to, of course.
Yep.
Then he got bigger and bigger. Once he get to Jay-Z and Beyonce, he's like, where do I go from here? I'm like, it's just, I made it to the top of the mountain. But the one thing he did was he went and got the big dogs and they helped him raise them up. With you, to me, you go get the champions. You go get the R&B champions who haven't gotten that look, or who might not be household names, but like can sing their ass off, and then have them get together. To me, and then it serves as two things. You do audio of it and you got a video of it, right?
Yep.
To me, that blows the fuck up. Faster than you trying to produce a song. You see what I'm saying? Like Lil Duval made that mistake to me, right? Let's because I'm in the music business. I study everything like you study everything, right? So I can't give advice on like the parties, but the music I can. So Lil Duval, he on his Instagram one day, I'm living my best life, ain't going back and forth with you niggas. That's all he said. It was just him with a snap, living my best life. And then Future said it. Living my best life, ain't going back and forth with you niggas. They turn it into a song. Song goes platinum, right? Hit, Duval goes up. Now he's seeing himself as a real artist. So now that funny little nigga that had that funny song that we all loved is up there like trying to croon us now, singing R&B records. And it's like, nigga, it was a joke that we liked. Keep playing this joke, keep playing jokes on us and making it the song, because now it feel like we push you there.
Yeah.
I was at the Beyonce concert when Lil Duval performed Living My Best Life with DJ Khaled. That was amazing. Everybody was like, oh my, this nigga made it to the stage of Beyonce. Yeah. It's a big, but then he's like, I'm an artist now. Here's my next song. No, no. It's almost like, the one thing about R&B only that I gotta say, if you go at home, and a lot of you have been, you don't feel like you're just sitting down to listen to music being played by a DJ. There's a dance floor. There's a nigga on a mic dancing. There's people walking around. There's a show element. There's a show happening. So to me, it's like, fuck the music. It's your show. That's the superpower, is the show. So to me, it's like, why wouldn't you just say, you know what I'm gonna do? Now let me get 3 girls together and see how they would sound singing SWV week over, right? Just 3 girls that can sing their ass off and then make that the offering. So now they're getting promoted through your platform. You're promoting them through the platform. You could play it at your shows, and then it becomes like, when I hit acapella, I'm like, nigga, Jabari already did that. Y'all niggas biting Jabari. It becomes like your niche just for the first year or two to establish it. To me, that like if I was in your part, I'm like, let's establish this acapella thing, because now it becomes it's almost become like your version of Tiny Desk. Like who would sing, like Avery Wilson in the room singing along with Money Long, and they're singing, and it's like real singers singing Luther Vandross and Tammy Terrell's This World Was Mine. Like like your version though.
No,
like the
I
cooler version,
I got you.
Bro, a year of that.
I mean, it's funny you say that, because like it's all happening. Yeah. I'm not stopping doing that. Yeah. I would just say we're doing a bunch of things. You know what I mean? So like there's still but I would say like the reason that I don't want to just get pigeonholed into just doing acapellas is like I'm trying to just build another asset catalog. You know what I mean?
I don't think anyone is pigeonholed in today's market.
Yeah, you can do
so
whatever.
What I'm saying to you is I'm saying,
absolutely. Look
what you said. How you do one thing is how you do everything. We know that, right? You started off doing the hip hop only party, and then you incorporated some R&B into it. Yep. And now you realize, then you're like, you know what? Let's try to do an R&B only party, and then you get to this crossroads. You like colors, R&B only. Yeah. But the reason why was because I'm being honest with you. Colors, to the people that know what it is, that's a cool name. But if I'm a nigga in Atlanta that never been, and I'm in DC tonight, and they're like, we going to the colors party, I'm like, is that the gay party? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? No, but if somebody said we're going to the R&B only party, I'm like, oh, I know how to dress. I know what the audience looks like. I know what to expect. So for me, I'm not saying pigeonhole yourself, but I am saying the way you establish your brand as a promoter is the same. What's good, y'all? This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee, and I'm here to talk to you about YKTV Magazine, which is the #1 magazine for prison entertainment. These prisoners are sitting in jail. They have nothing to do but read these magazines and read your ads, buy your music, support your business, anything that you can do that's online commerce. They already have published over 140 magazines with 36 major artists that have covered it, and I'm giving you an opportunity to advertise this magazine and get directly to an audience that you know has the time and the money to spend. Info at the bottom, info at the Gauds Show. Holla at us, whether you're an artist, producer, whoever you are. We can help you with your business. Holla at us to get to YKTV. And where you have to establish your brand as an artist.
It's music, yeah.
And like, dog, let's be clear. Like, Khaled made the same songs 10 times. Yeah. We taking over. It's the same exact record as All I Do Is Win. Yeah. It's the same exact record as Welcome to My Hood. It's one nigga singing a loud hook that he was just thinking anthem and niggas rapping. That was the key. And for me, when I saw acapella, I'm a music guy.
Yeah.
If I was running the label right now, I'll give you a deal to do that.
Yeah.
Now, if you told me I want to make records, I'm like, now we're going into the zeitgeist where everybody's making records. Now we're competing against Usher. We're competing against Chris Brown. And that's when it becomes hard because now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is not popular to say. I hope I don't get in trouble. But I think the Khaled model is old now. I don't know if it works anymore. I don't know if it works anymore of getting 4 people together to do a song because what happens is the people are off doing so many things that no one's promoting the song. So the only person that's left to promote it is Khaled.
Yeah. I think it depends on the type of artist that you're getting as well.
Got you.
Right? When Khaled is going to get the biggest of the big artists, it is difficult to get
He's
them
the only
to do
person that
stuff
can do it.
because, you know what I mean? But I think that the space that I play in is, some stuff that I'm working on is with some pretty big household names. But as well, some stuff is not. You know what I mean?
I'm going to talk to you like I'm the CEO of a label.
Yeah.
And you pitching me. It's good to have big names, but if they're not going to promote it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm going through?
I already
it's
know.
like paying for features.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, we fucked. We never get. Primary artists, it's a lot of shit you're not going to get. So that's why I was looking at it like, to me, I looked at it like it was the singer's room.
Yeah.
It's like no one can, if you can't come in here if you can't sit on this couch and add to a singing cipher, almost like the new version of a cipher. Bro, when I saw it, I ain't think none of it. I liked it, it was great. And then it was fire. That girl with the short hair.
Amanda Adams.
That hit that note.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Destroyed it.
Yeah.
Right? But then I was like, oh, okay, cool, that's cool. Now let me go interview him. I didn't think, now I'm looking at it through the lens. I'm like, oh boy, if you don't make that, and I'm being honest with you, you dropped the anniversary on Valentine's Day. Like imagine Mother's Day, you do Mama, know, like you do Poison Man, or you do Tupac's Mama, whatever it is. And then Father's Day, you do Luther Dance to My Father. And it's moments in time, but it's also renditions that we can all be like, woo.
Yep.
It's like right now, Kendrick's Not Like Us is viral again. It's not even viral for the song anymore.
Yeah.
It's viral for the Super Bowl scene. You really gonna do it? Like it's like
and the dance.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So it's like that's what it's about. It's moments that people can grab and say, okay.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, if I was a label head, I would give you a deal right now if you were just doing acapellas.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like, bro, like there was a group on RCA. They are probably the lamest group in the history. But they sold 5-6 million albums, Pentatonics.
I'm about to say it has to be them because I love them.
But they sound like High School Musical. But they sold real records.
Right.
It's because people like that.
No, they're actually a huge inspiration.
We can talk about something else.
Yeah.
We can talk about something else.
No, but Ray,
I'm telling you, bro, Jabari,
I appreciate it. Yeah.
That is the key to how you spread it. Because people are going to see it the way I saw it and not connect to it the way they're not going to connect to it until they realize it's 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a thing. It becomes, I'm telling you, it's like Tiny Desk.
Yeah.
It's fire.
Yeah.
I get excited when I see shit like that.
I so appreciate it because it's like, it was everything that you're saying, I'm going to add it and it's just going to be complimentary.
Yes.
So I'm going to do more acapellas. But I'm also going to do the samples and the other records and the real records. And then after all that, and man, I got off camera. Okay. I'll tell you some other stuff that I got going on.
So we have this segment called Broke Story.
Yeah. But I super appreciate it. And I'm not one to like hear that information and be like, nah, I'm going to double down. So you're going to see it.
Because it's riches and niches.
Definitely.
And people don't get that. And they be so busy going for the top.
Yep.
Wrestling is exactly what it is. Wrestling. And when you enter the arena, I don't give a fuck who you are, you might get body slammed because it is wrestling.
Still wrestling.
You see what I'm trying to say? Like it's been the same shit since I was a kid. It all still works. Sometimes we be so busy trying to reinvent the wheel, we lose the wheel and becomes a square. And I'm like, nigga, what you just showed me, what I just hear, please, nigga, you'll bring our R&B back.
Yeah.